What is going on, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen? The ACMJS Gamer here, and today we're here to talk about this screen captured picture here. This is from AC Unity. I do believe it was tweeted out by Ubisoft, I think, a couple of days ago. And what we have here is some lady is front of us. We're not sure who we are, and if you look to the left on the left side of the screen there, it looks what appears to be Arno, and this is all in French. It appears so. And then if you look here, it says on air, so we can only assume that they're recording. There's this little thing which we're not sure. Um, Here it says Desmond exclamation mark. So Arno's related to John Cole 96. I'm not sure what this is. Arno 1907 by Desmond Go something, and then Cole 95 Desmond, and then this says something Trops content. So we can only infer that this is something to do with Desmond. And here it says, so why Arno, Dorian, why change an assassin through the French Revolution. So we're not really sure what this has to do with Assassin's Creed Unity. This may actually have something to do with my theory that I came up with in the last video I did. I'll probably put an annotation in this video, a link to that video, somewhere in the top left, probably. But we're not really sure what it is. We're sitting in front of some woman who is obviously like our overseer, I assume, and we can only assume that this is Desmond, the character that we're playing, so something to do with the French Revolution. As I talked about in my last episode, the French Revolution and Arno and time anomalies, those are like how we would have the time compared to from them to Ezio, because all we've gotten so far is gameplay. We've gotten single player gameplay, we've gotten side content gameplay, we've gotten the 4 co-op multiplayer gameplay, but we have not seen any modern day gameplay whatsoever. We haven't seen any modern day gameplay. Nobody's mentioned anything about it. The last thing that we heard of modern day was the end of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, if you didn't know this, I didn't catch this till a couple of days ago. At the end of AC3, Juno activates the eye, killing Desmond, and we think the world is going to end, and it doesn't. We take off in AC4. John from IT, if you don't remember, he's the guy who helps you out get through the different security levels at Abstergo, and he is one of the assassins. And but he has his own agenda, and we meet Sean and Rebecca there in Abstergo. But John from IT is actually a sage. Now, if you didn't know, or if you haven't played Black Flag, the spoilers, but there's a character named Bartholomew Roberts who Edward Kenway interacts with, and he is a sage. John from IT is the descendant of Bartholomew Roberts, and he is a sage. The Order of the Sage, I think at this point, is to return Juno to her human form. Now, we have not seen this happen yet because in AC4 Black Flag, Juno is too weak to take on a human body. Now, I didn't catch this till a couple of days ago, but John from IT, if you paid attention in Assassin's Creed 3, Juno's husband ends up dying. John from IT is Juno's husband reincarnated, but he ends up dying from mortal wounds. Now, there are a couple of other different things. AC Conspiracy. I'll mention his channel again, or her channel, whoever does that. They think that they have that they think that the Templars have the Ankh, which can be used to revive dead people for a certain amount of time. They think, AC Conspiracy thinks that the Templars have the Ankh, and now they have the blood of the Sage. Not only the blood of the Sage, but also, um, I completely forgot. Basically, they can use the blood of the Sage to get into the observatory to locate where the last remaining assassin orders or assassin groups are hidden to destroy the assassin order. Now, this is bad because then the Templars ultimately win. If the assassins grab the Ankh, well, they could potentially revive Lucy, um, and use her to stop Juno. Because if you didn't know, again spoilers in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which came out in 2010, at the end, Lucy ends up getting stabbed in the stomach by Desmond. Juno wanted this to happen because Lucy was having or had a baby inside of her through Desmond. Desmond has Adam's DNA. Lucy has Eve's DNA, and that baby could have stopped Juno. But AC Conspiracy thinks that if the assassins get the Ankh, the relic, that they would be able to bring back Lucy, um, and have the baby and raise the baby as an assassin to stop Juno. Now, all of this is kind of interesting. It's kind of sort of coming together. Some people are like, wait a minute, how in the world could this all be Desmond? Well, we're not quite sure yet. Even though the official Assassin's Creed, even though the devs in the game and everything say Desmond's dead, that doesn't necessarily mean he's dead. He could, in a way, be brought back to life. The way that the employee at Abstergo researches through Desmond's memories is they have sample, I think, 17, like, they have his DNA that they can go back and go through. So this could be two different things. If you look here, it's like it looks as though it's three different people or four different people communicating somehow, and we don't know what this is. This could be your character, your Abstergo employee character, talking to this person, asking, "Why am I researching Arno within um, the time period that I'm scheduled to research? Why am I researching him through maybe Desmond's DNA?" You never know. We don't know. It comes out in like 5 days. I cannot wait to get my hands on it just because of the stuff I've seen. But my main focus slash concern is the modern day. Ubisoft is getting to the point where they're getting money grubbing, I guess. Where Assassin's Creed is one of those games that they can just push out every year without having to worry about anything else. And that's the thing I'm afraid of. I think they're going to keep making stories and keep making up new assassins, and they're going to keep doing this, and they're not going to pull out the full-fleshed story with Desmond and Juno and Abstergo and the assassins until they run out of ideas. So my question is this the final game? Is this where we see Desmond come awake? Is this going to be another Brotherhood scenario? Like, you think about it, you have the Ezio trilogy. You have two Brotherhood Revelations, and Brotherhood was very interesting. And then you have 3 and 4, and now you have Unity and Rogue. My question is Unity going to be the final game? That is the question. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to be the final game. We don't know if it's going to be an ending like Brotherhood where they immediately, it has to have a sequel or something like that. I don't know. These are my questions. These are my theories. Thanks, guys, for watching the ACMJS, signing off.